So, when last we left our adventurers, they had arrived in Brinshander, apparently, using the key to enter the Wandering Weasel to escape the Kenches. They found out that Tamanapumbus had apparently taken the Wandering Weasel far to the north, the town of Brinshander in the Icewind Dale. Exploring their surroundings and gathering gear necessary to travel in such harsh conditions, the party runs into a strange individual by the name of Arctis Climber. Simber. I am inserting an L where there isn't one. It's Simber. Who was under attack from a pair of summer Eladrins, who, upon seeing Bosch, immediately attacked him, seemingly acting under the orders of their queen. The party swiftly dispatched these Eladrin, and we return now to the Wandering Weasel as Gazrakul. You are leading your new charmed friend Artis Simber into the Weasel.
Please do sit down. The bartender will be by momentarily to provide you with refreshment.
Oh yes, Jerry, you got that right. A Flumph gives a tentacle salute and floats into the kitchen. Chilbu, as he's about to walk in, kind of pats his holster and realizes, oh, hold on, guys, I gotta go out a second. I'm not good at impressions, don't at me.
Or gangster.
So Chilbu leaves the bar to go grab his gun. Arctis Simber sits down at one of the tables. So you want to know everything about me?
Everything. And with a special focus on recent events, of course.
Recent events.
Especially those pertaining to what took place today.
So you don't want to know about, like, way early?
A condensed version would be the best for your voice and for our ears.
We want to kind of work backward and start with what just happened and then maybe find out more about you.
Alright, okay.
Very good suggestion, Mosh.
So, those were a couple of Summer Eladrin sent by Queen Titania to retrieve my ring. And he points to the ring on his finger. They wanted to retrieve it because it used to belong to the other queen. You know, the one of air and darkness.
You're just walking around with an artifact that belongs to the Queen of Air and Darkness?
I mean, better me than some, I don't know, some Zent.
Did you get it from her?
No, I found it in Schult.
It was just laying around, huh?
Is that far away?
That's pretty far away.
Well,
Okay.
well, it was just it was kind of a rumor that there was a powerful artifact linked with the Fae there. Kind of found out about it when I was back in my Ogma days.
Back in your... Did you say Ogma days?
Yeah, I used to be a scholar at the College to Ogma. Oh god, what was its name? It's been a while.
Not the House of Knowledge, surely.
It was the House of Ogma.
Huh. Alright.
Though, yeah, it's been a long time since I've been there.
So, did you quit?
Well, the scholarly life just kind of wasn't for me. I do enjoy learning, and I do enjoy a lot of these, I really love archaeology. Discovering kind of points to the ring, things lost. Just, kind of bit off more than I could chew.
Okay, so you went to Chult to find this artifact, and how'd that pan out? What happened when you got there?
Well, I found it, but my but the party I went with didn't make it.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Man, this music's really happy.
Yeah, get used to it.
Well, more chicken.
Remind us what the artifact is specifically.
Well, I'm... It... It doesn't really like me.
And why not?
Because I don't really use it. At least not the way it wants me to.
Do tell.
Well, it was the ring of the Queen of Air and Darkness, and, it wants to bring about air and darkness.
And do you have an innate aversion against these sorts of things?
I mean, the way it wants to bring about it. Ugh.
Bringing air? Don't we? Isn't it all around? How do you bring air?
Well,
We kind of got a lot of air.
it's more... It's more about silence, really. Like
Silent air?
an absolute silence. Like a there's no one around to make noise kind of silence.
Interesting.
I think I know what kind of silence you're talking about.
Yeah.
Not really that silent though.
We
It's...
must ask, if you have such an aversion to this artifact, why do you allow it to remain on your person and put you in mortal danger?
Because it'd be more dangerous if it was in someone else's hands. I'm not the first one I saw wear it.
Who was the last?
Alessandra.
Sorry, come again?
Alessandra.
Does that name sound at all historically significant?
I'm checking to see if she did anything that notable. Other than the things mentioning. No, you wouldn't actually.
Alright, and what did this last person do with this artifact? Do you know?
It's changed her. She was more cruel wearing the ring.
Just by possessing it passively?
The ring has a mind of its own. It tries to take over.
Veritas goes over to which hand is he? Which hand is it on? Is it his left or right?
It's on his left.
Is on. Okay. Veritas goes over to his left, and he attempts a mind link with the ring.
Okay.
Oh no.
I need a charisma saving throw.
This sure will be fun.
Charisma save.
Oh no.
That is unfortunate.
That is a thing that happened.
We're about to see Lush kick someone's ass.
Oh no! Oh god, the happy music is gone!
Veritas.
Well, that's not good music at all.
You connect with the ring, and your perception of the room immediately vanishes, and you find yourself in a wintry forest.
Is it cold?
It's really fucking cold. And you sense you're not alone in this forest.
Guys.
What are you?
I'm Veritas.
I've never heard of a Veritas before.
What are you?
You kind of watch as, like, the light starts to fade, and it almost seems like it kind of drifts into twilight and darkness. I am my lady's shadow. All of you in the bar see icicles start to form on Veritas's hands.
You okay, buddy?
Veritas? Hey, what's going on?
He seems to be unresponsive at the moment. Veritas. The creature, this embodiment of shadow almost seems to manifest itself in front of you. I wonder, Veritas, would you be a better bearer of the Ring of Winter to carry its power?
I don't know. I like eating food.
You like eating? Then perhaps one for the hunt. Take me to my queen, and I will see you rewarded. Veritas. And Veritas, you are back in the bar, and you suffer a point of exhaustion. And 6 points of cold damage.
When you come to, Eve has whipped out her vial and is pointing her bow at this stranger and is shouting,
What did you do to him?
I didn't do anything. I told you, the ring has a mind of its own.
It just does things by itself. What is that? She points at the icicles. Let him go.
I didn't do anything.
Maybe we need some hot soup. Ew. Tommy, can we get some hot soup for this guy?
It's on its way. You see Jerry floating over with some soup and many mugs of various liquids.
Veritas, what did you glimpse beyond the veil?
You notice that he is coughed up what looks like an icicle.
Oh, jeez, are you okay? Oh gosh, what happened?
I don't know. That's the first time I've ever seen that happen.
Not you.
He
him.
points to the soup.
Jerry, on the double, please.
Do you want me to feed it to him?
oh, does he have it already?
It's on the table.
Oh,
Like his hands are like frozen shut. Like he's like pointing at the soup.
Yes, please, that'd be nice.
Okay. And he will feed Veritas some soup. He doesn't. I'm gonna roll something for him.
oh god.
Oh, that's art I want to see. A plump feeding Veritas.
Yep, that's what I thought was gonna happen. So he starts pouring the soup on Veritas. Because if you recall, flumps don't eat with their mouths, they eat emotions.
Yep.
I'm feeding it to him.
Stop, hold on.
Eve
Uh,
has
the,
to climb up onto the bar table to try and take it away from him.
the soup does run down to your hands and does start to warm them.
Oh, Lord, that's not, give me that, come on.
Oh, sorry. He turns blue.
It's okay, just it's fine.
Eve will attempt to do a better job.
You don't even need to roll for it.
After the first spoonful, as the soup has melted the ice that was in his throat.
coming.
That better?
My soup.
On the double!
Oh.
And he flies back into the kitchen.
Okay, now what happened to you, buddy?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Soup.
Soup happened. I mean, I guess soup did happen, but did soup make you not hear us?
It was very cold. Now but not.
Well, it was very unkind of our new friend not to warn us that something like that could happen.
Oh.
I didn't know something like that could happen.
And right after we took the time to save your life, that is not
Hey,
how we treat others where we are from.
I remember. I remember.
You do? What happened?
Where's that bottle? I asked Chilbu for that bottle.
What?
I mean, Chobu went outside.
Chobu has not come back inside yet.
Let me just go check on him. Maybe he needs help finding his gun.
Okay, be careful.
Alright.
Hmm.
Bosh, you walk
Have the-
outside.
With the feeling there's no more of those guys. DM, I do have the feeling there's no more of those guys around, right?
Yeah, you don't feel those guys. Yes, I know phrasing. But you walk outside and you can see that Chilbu is over by that cart that he threw his gun in.
Yeah. All good?
You see a red glow coming from inside the cart. It's hot, Bosh! God, I can't do it.
It doesn't seem normal. It's kind of cold outside. What's going on?
That's what I've been trying to figure out. And he
Okay.
and he kind of picks up his gun. I mean, it's hot. It melted away the ice around it, but I don't feel it.
Huh. Can I see it?
Are you sure?
Totally sure.
Eve. Inside the tavern, you feel something hot in your pocket.
Eve will kind of hold it open and squint inside in confusion.
You look for the hot item, and you notice that Chilbu's contract is glowing.
Eve slowly gets down off the table and tries to take it out.
It's hot to the touch. And as you pull it out, you see written in infernal new handwriting. Someone else's handwriting. But written in infernal, it simply says, "Your time is up."
Oh no. Oh no,
And
Chilbu!
the contract bursts into flames in your hands. But like flash paper, so it's harmless. And Bosh, outside, the immediate snow around Chilbu immediately kind of melts away, revealing a sigil underneath where Chilbu is currently standing. Infernal writing in this red glow starts to surround Chilbu. Bosh, what's happening?
I don't know. You're the smart one.
He tries to move, but it looks like he's unable to. Bosch?
You need some help, buddy? I'll reach out a hand.
You reach out and you find that where the circle ends, there seems to be some kind of barrier blocking your path. Bosch?
What's going on?
I don't know. And he incinerates before your eyes. There's a flash of light, a scorch mark on the ground, and Chilbu's gone. The only thing left is a sword with blue etchings on it.
Oh no. I'm gonna grab the sword and also try and like scoop up with my hand if there's any like soot or dust left over.
There's this yellowish powder that kind of seems to be in sparse places around kind of where the like where the runes kind of appeared on the ground. Smells like rotten eggs.
Smells like Shobu, all right. I'm gonna try to scoop up as much of it as I can along with the sword
All right.
and run back in the weasel.
The door is bursting open as you are running back.
Welcome! Oh, wait, goodbye! Wait, no!
Oh,
Inside the doorway, inside.
Yes, it is a
Is
welcome.
Lesh just
Welcome to the
glaring at
Wandering
this point?
Weasel.
Bosh, did you find Chilbu? Is he out there?
I think this might be Chobu, and I'll have my 2 arms filled with pile of sulfur dust.
Hey, I didn't tell you it was sulfur.
He disappeared.
What do you mean this might be?
It was real weird. I think he'd found his gun and he said it was hot. And I asked him to see it, and then I don't know, I couldn't get to him. Then he just became this.
Shobu God.
Oh man, Chobu's gone.
Why? His contract just went up in smoke all of a sudden as well. What happened?
I don't know.
Veritas gets up. And he walks over to Bosch and Eve.
Bosh. Where was Shobu?
Uh-huh. Sorry, what?
Where was Chilbu?
He was out there by the cart. He's gone.
Veritas leaves the Wandering Weasel and goes over to the cart.
All right.
This is why we prefer to work with demons. None of that contract nonsense.
Veritas, you see a spot on the ground. Kind of looked like it had been burned away. Faint scorch marks of what looks like some sort of circle remain. And Bosch, you took the sword, right?
Yes, I took the sword.
All right.
It wasn't just the bird, it's this thing too.
Go looking at the scorch mark. Veritas casts sending.
All right.
Where are you, Chilbu?
I need you to roll a d20. A close one, but you cast out your sending, and it's different than it normally has been previously. It seems to travel farther than you've ever sent one of these before. And more so, it seems to be hooked by something. You can feel your sending grabbed by something else. And you hear, "This is Hell's Connections. How can I help you?"
I'm looking for Chilbu.
Chilbu? Chilbu. I don't have a Chilbu in our system, but it can take a while for some demons and devils to come through. When did you last see this Chilbu?
He exploded into flames.
Right. That's what happens when they're summoned. When?
5 minutes ago.
It'll probably take a couple of days for Chilbu to get back into our system, but once he's been, reevaluated, he'll be available for summoning again.
Did Chilbu take all my money?
I do not know about any possessions this Chilbu may or may not have. Perhaps I can help.
Take money or items when they go explode?
It can vary from summoning to summoning. If you are in need of a summoning this instant, though, I can work out something with you right now.
Veritas would like to file a complaint.
Well, I will just redirect you to our complaints department then. You're redirected to the complaints department, and all you hear are the screams of the damned and the doomed.
Oh. While they're outside, GRK is trying to get this dude to give the ring over.
I'm sorry, but I really can't.
Oh, but you have to. We can't let you simply go and continue to be in danger.
Today was a fluke.
And if flukes keep happening, you know it only takes one for them to take you. And then they will have both the ring and your life. As you can see, we are a powerful group, and our intentions are noble. We may be better placed to protect this item than you. And it would be a weight off your shoulders.
Look, I don't think you really understand, kind of, what this all entails. Kind of pointing to the ring.
Do not worry, we won't be tempted to wear it. We can place it within a magically sealed box. That way it will not be a danger to you, to us, or to anyone in this magic tavern, which changes places often. It moves faster than you or us. It would be much harder to infiltrate for those who seek it.
Yeah, but it's not like I haven't tried the magic box solution. That didn't work out too well.
Exactly. We both know you're running out of rope. We yet have an abundance of it. It would be best for all involved if you allowed us to take protectorship of the object.
Look, I've been doing this for a long time. And you may think I'm almost out of rope, but I think there's still some left.
Well, you should give the ring to us regardless.
I don't think I will.
I'm gonna cast suggestion again.
Alright, it doesn't work.
Oh.
You do not feel it is blocked by him or the ring.
It's the damn tavern again.
It's the damn tavern.
Okay.
Oh, that's a no-no spell. Could you imagine if people were just allowed to charm other people in here? It'd be crazy.
That would be unfortunate. Well, if not that, then allow us to at least cast the bones for you, to prove that you will find nothing good, even in the next hour after you leave the safety of this tavern. You have killed 2 of them, and they know where you are.
Which is why I need to get moving.
Very well. The door is that way.
Yeah, besides, you guys seem to have something on your plate anyway.
Indeed we do.
Alright. He will start going for the door.
We're gonna show him out.
Alright. Veritas, as you're listening to the screams of the damned and the doomed, you notice the door to the weasel open behind you, and out comes Artis, Simber, and Gaz Rakul.
As soon as we leave the confines of the tavern, we're casting it again. At 4th level. 3rd level, I mean.
Alright.
And invoking Portent,
Alright. What's the number?
which is the 1.
The 1. Alright.
Because I think we used the 19 last session to make sure Bosch hit one of the Eladrin. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what the 19 went to.
Not sure. Don't quite remember. You cast that, and he turns to you just like, well, if you want the ring, here you go. You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm not good at those. But that's better than it could have been.
Failed by 1.
Oh.
You feel ice start forming up your body.
Ooh, wait. We have something for that.
You are currently restrained.
Astromancy Archive.
Did you have it out?
Probably not. We're restrained.
What's happening over there?
You are.
As Veritas yells that out at because the screams of the damned are in his head.
A what?
Everyone in the weasel can see this happening as well, because it's just outside the door. And you see Arctis kind of has his hand on the ring and looks like he's trying to pull it off.
What happened? What happened?
Oh, it seems that your friend here really wants the ring, and so
What?
the ring wanted to be given
That's
to him.
with the ring. And we're going to... Let's see. I think we have Molten Breath still.
All right. Do you do that?
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
Let me open up Screeja really quick just to make sure, because I think the wording is not exactly correct in the homebrew.
It's a dex save, right?
I believe so.
The echoey voice of Josh rings through.
Oh,
Yeah.
Even
think
I
so.
were outside with Veritas, right?
I thought you were
Yeah.
like just inside, unless you went out with Veritas.
We ran out with them.
Okay, then yeah.
That's the only reason GRK made the move is because everyone was outside.
Then yeah, everyone's outside.
What is happening?
Yeah,
But
Molten Breath is a dex save.
All right, he got a 14.
Let me go ahead and calculate that really quick. That is 8 plus con plus proficiency.
Well, your proficiency should be 3, so that's 11. So what's your con mod?
It's a 2.
He passes, so half damage, I believe.
Indeed. So that is 3d6.
D6 for
10.
each head.
All right, so he takes
5 damage.
He takes 5 damage. Luckily, he was healed.
Damn.
Is he an enemy now?
Are
What?
we fighting?
What is everyone's immediate reaction?
Veritas is confused because he was told specifically he was not an enemy.
Did we see the ice forming on
You
God's
see the
record?
ice forming, and it's still forming.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Veritas will make an intelligence check. Veritas thinks that Ghazi, Razi, and Cooley are being attacked.
All right. He does manage to pull the ring off, and is holding it in his hand.
No, hurt friend.
Also,
It's using it to attack.
Well, Veritas raises his hands as he's mid casting, so
Yes.
Josh has two, his arms are full of sulfur dirt and a sword.
Yeah.
And
Everyone.
he's looking around like, do I put this down?
Yeah. Everyone except Gaz and Veritas, who's already committed to something, has an action if they so choose to use it for this particular moment, because something's about to happen.
damn you, derpy snake, damn you.
Well, Eve doesn't quite trust Gazrakul yet, but considering what just happened with Veritas, she's like, yeah, that seems reasonable.
Help us. Instead of 3 kids in a trench coat, we're 3 danger noodles in a trench coat.
I think Bosch is going to take an action to carefully put down his armful of dirt sword.
All right.
Is that fair? I still kind of think that what I'm holding is Chilbu.
All right. If you want to do it carefully, then yeah, sure.
Oh.
Eve.
Eve just kind of spits, God damn it! I said that you shouldn't be a problem! And she's gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern at him.
All right. That's a cube, and you don't get to choose.
Nope, well, Gazrakul is icy anyway. It's not gonna make a difference.
All right. That is wisdom
Ow.
saves.
Wizards are good at that, right?
I mean, I have a higher plus, but
That
I
should-
failed.
That should save, right?
I
It's-
missed by 1 again.
It does not. You miss by 1.
Well, now you're doubly not moving.
All right, so Arctus and Gaz are now incapacitated, while these pretty lights start to dance about. Veritas, what were you doing?
Well, Veritas is a very smart boy. And Veritas has a whole, what is that? 4 beams of a scorching ray targeted at Arctus.
Oh, why did I go first?
And he impales him with all those beams.
Roll to hit.
Oh no.
Uh-huh. All but one hit.
All of them but one. Okay.
Great eights.
Let's see, says. He collapses. All right. Gaz, you are seeing very pretty colors. And
Pretty lights.
I need another con save.
Here's hoping for the best.
Oh.
I hate my dice.
Oh no.
And those pretty colors are the last thing you see as you turn to a solid block of ice.
Much for that RP session.
Oh my
God damn it.
Guzzy, Razzie, Cooley!
Good thing I have extras.
What? What the hell? Eve sprints over.
This RP session is turning into a TPK session very quickly.
Gee. What just happened?
Eve like runs over and is like peering at him closely. Does he seem like it's just a layer outside, or is he just solid ice now?
He looks to be like solid ice.
Oh my god.
Like you can just kind of barely see through him.
What? What? What did you do? She shouts at the unconscious man.
He's not looking so good. But neither of them. Also,
I just
DM,
remember
where is
feeling
the...
very cold with that ring.
Where's the ring?
Where's the ring?
Where is the ring?
Can I do a perception check with disadvantage?
Veritas, you can do it with advantage.
Even while exhausted?
For this one time, yeah.
Alright.
You see it glinting in the snow. Kind of calling out to you almost.
Veritas goes over and tries to pick it up. Because he is a smart boy.
It's cold to the touch. A layer of frost surrounds it.
And then Veritas eats the ring.
All right.
One episode without Chilbu and it's already gone to shit.
Do we see this shit?
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait to meet your new characters.
He pops that thing like a pill.
Veritas!
It's cold going down. It's literally like swallowing an ice cube whole. Only colder.
I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to eat those.
Eve.
Well,
Oh, oh.
You have a cold pit in your stomach, but that's about it for now.
Eve runs over and grabs him by the forearms and starts shaking him. Veritas, are you nuts? What are you doing? Spit that out right now!
no, it's fine. Veritas, this is Veritas. Carry stuff this way.
No, that's not something to carry that way. Look at what it did to Khazra-Khul. Look what it did to you just a minute ago. Spit it out.
Veritas looking at Eve.
Eve. Ah. Um. I feel a little cold, but I feel fine right now.
Right now? Veritas, look around you. Chilbo just vanished. Khazra-Khul is a statue of ice. We can't lose anyone else today, please.
Veritas,
Mm-hmm.
you hear a voice. It's fine, Veritas. Just hold on to me, and everything will be fine. Spend some time with me. I'll even show you how to free your friend.
This is psychically.
This is psychically.
Eve.
Yes?
I think I might be able to get Roz out of there. It's up. I have a feeling.
Okay, then
I mean, how do you have a feeling?
I have a feeling with this ring.
with the,
I mean, shouldn't we ask this guy to make it stop? The way is this guy dead?
I've been rolling death saves for him.
Oh God. Okay.
How's he looking?
God.
Like a 2 out of 3.
Oh God. Okay. Eve will take off her scarf reluctantly and use it to actually first, what has this guy been casting with? Has he been using some sort of focus that we could see or components?
Roll an Arcana check. As I roll another death save.
Oh God.
You successfully identify that his dagger seems to have an arcane focus in the pommel.
Okay. Eve grabs it, tosses it as far away as she can, and casts Cure Wounds on him.
You're about to cast Cure Wounds. But before you do, and Troy, you saved his life. Go ahead and roll for Healing Word, Troy.
Oh,
I rolled a natural 1 for his last death save, and he already failed one.
He gained 7.
He gains 7 and is still alive. Oh god, that was a close one.
Can't lie, hoping y'all would have let him die.
What happened?
What did you do to him?
What? I didn't do anything. Where? He pats himself really quick. Where's the ring?
Eve, meanwhile, is looking around in confusion because her spell didn't actually do the thing.
You see Virgil with his cloak walking out, bundled up. One good night's rest and everything goes to shit. What's going on?
God, a lot, the whole lot. God. Hold on, we need to get answers from this guy first. But I'll fill you in just a moment.
And she just kind of grabs this guy by the lapels,
Ah!
leans over him, and is like,
Okay, talk. What in the hell just happened to him? To them? What's going on? What did you do?
I didn't do anything. Look, I told you, the ring has a mind of its own. It probably didn't like Gaz. And it realized that I was going to hand it over to him.
Can we continue this conversation in a warmer environment, please?
Yeah, it's like, oh god. He starts shivering violently, by the way.
Everyone get your asses in
So
the
cold.
tavern.
As Veritas gets closer and sees the ice cube that is Gaz, Raz, and Cool, psychically he says to the ring,
You can fix that, Mr. Ring?
Absolutely. We just need a bit of time to get used to the new rooms. I would like everyone except Veritas and Gaz to roll a perception check.
Okay.
All right. Bosh, you're the only one who notices this. You go back because you had set down the remains of Chilbu, and so you kind of bent over to pick it all up. And as you look back towards your friends, you notice that Veritas's shadow is missing.
Huh. Okay. That's pretty weird. Is the sun pretty bright?
You look down and you can see your own shadow. And you see everyone else's shadows. Even the faint outline of something for Gaz Rakul. Even though he is more transparent now.
That's pretty weird. Veritas, do you feel like you're missing something?
No?
Don't feel like lighter, maybe heavier.
I'm cold.
Okay. That was just kind of weird. If you don't notice that too,
besides feeling colder, is there anything else anything else feel weird? DM?
You don't notice anything else yet.
Help!
okay. Let's get you inside. Maybe there's something weird with the light or something.
Eve has not budged from her position, kneeling on this man's chest, grabbing him by the lapels, and is just glaring down at him, trying to decide if she believes him or not.
Roll an insight. You believe that he did not purposely turn Gaz Rakul to ice.
Eve glares for another few seconds before slowly letting go and standing up.
Look, there's a reason that I was the one that I've been carrying that thing for so long, so stuff like this doesn't happen.
Just get in the tavern.
We need to find the ring first. We can't just leave it out here.
You know where it is. Get inside.
Veritas kind of ate it.
He. What?
Yeah.
Our soup. Wing.
Okay. Kind of looks at Eve. Yeah, I'll go inside.
Thank you.
Could I bring him in too, so he can warm up? I'll stay to the ice sculpture.
You need to be careful with him. If he won't melt, but if you break anything, it's permanent.
Oh God, it's purple. Okay, maybe let's just leave. We can't leave him out here by himself.
If you want, I can stay with him. I'm sure nobody comes along and snaps off a finger or something. Oh, I guess with him it'd probably be one of the heads.
Oh no! Oh.
That's so
Which also,
fucked.
DM,
Yes.
a question. He had. I assume you still had up one spell that concealed you as a human.
Disguise self. So
Disguise self.
So it's kind of weird. It's obvious it's an illusion at this point. You can see the translucent illusionary image, but given that there's a frozen statue of Gazrakul, the three-headed Scoridra, standing there, it kind of loses its effectiveness. It almost kind of looks like a shade haunting him.
I can stay here and make sure nobody messes with him. You guys want to work out what's going on.
All right. We'll
Pretty
fill
warm
you
now
in.
with these coat.
Okay. We'll fill you in as soon as we know what the hell's going on. Okay, Bosh. While you're out here, if you could try and make sure no one messes with that either.
And she points over at the remains of the circle on the ground.
Kind of scooped up a bunch of it, but yeah.
Oh, by the way, children will be available for summoning in a few days. They said.
What? Who said what?
The magical hotline thing person. Demon? Fiend? Somebody. I got transferred to the screaming sounds of hell.
But Chilbu's okay. You figured out somehow that he was okay?
Apparently it's normal. But they explode. He said that he'll be back for summoning in a few days.
Eve goes a little limp and leans against the wall of the building for a second.
Okay. Alright, that's fine, that's good. Alright,
Virgil.
come on.
Virgil pops out and just yells, "Everyone inside, now!"
Oh, alright, come on.
For me, right?
Alright. You head back into the weasel.
While they were talking, Virgil made a order for everybody. Went up to Tallman and asked for hot beverages, non-alcoholic, coffees, and if he has it, in form of animal blood.
Oh, yes. We do, hold on to some animal blood for the, more monstrous folk that sometimes come in here.
I'll need a pint of it at least, and occasionally keep them coming. Quite hungry.
Right.
Is there anyone currently in the tavern besides us? In the normals?
Grey Malkin's there. Other than that, Lush and the rest of the staff is there.
Virgil don't know who fuck Grey Malkin is, so he don't care. He's just gonna find a table and a big enough table where we all sit around,
Easy enough to find.
and waves everybody over.
Right. Artis will take a seat.
Make sure Artis sits next to me.
He tries not to, but then you pointedly jut over to the seat next to you, just like, all right.
Don't worry, you're not on the menu.
Are you sure? Have you seen your last there?
Don't worry, my dinner's coming. All right.
You
Even
keep
in a
saying
tavern,
things
it's
that make me
freezing.
uncomfortable.
Really? Because I'm the one that saved your life.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
So the uncomfortability that you have in you right now can quickly walk out the door, because the conversation we're all about to have next is going to be even more uncomfortable, probably.
Right.
He's just like constantly like adjusting his cloak to like try to stay somewhat warm.
Right.
What's this beverage called?
And Veritas points over to the mug that's beside him.
Ah,
What did you order?
that is what is known as a hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
Yes, it's quite delicious. Does anyone pick up his dagger?
Eve made a mental note of where she left it, but no, she did not pick it up.
All right.
She's got locate object if she needs to.
Okay.
So does he probably.
Yeah, well, can't cast much without his
Oh,
arcane
yeah.
focus. Unfortunate.
So let's catch me up as fast as possible. In my room for about an hour. And I'm noticing that where the hell is Chilbu at?
Malibu burst in flames.
Okay, we're gonna put a pin in that conversation. What happened outside?
Yazzie, Razzie, and Cooley turned into Ice Cube.
Apparently, this man has a very powerful magical artifact that once belonged to the Queen of Air and Darkness herself.
I know any of that?
The Queen of Air and Darkness is a fairly famous figure. If not knowing specifically, you would know like old fairy tales and stuff, like old wives' tales.
Okay. Okay, so this artifact from this myth you speak of, what is it and what does it do?
Direct answers this time, please. None of your wishes to bring about air and darkness in the most vague manner possible.
All right, fine. It wants to kill everyone. Is that better?
We're kind of used to that answer, though, unfortunately.
Sure helps us more than wishes to bring about air and darkness.
Okay, so this artifact wants to pretty much devour life as we know it.
Yeah, and apparently
Why
your friend
do you-
ate it.
He just knows it was Veritas. Of course he did. Why are you the charge of this burden? Makes you so special.
Because I've been able to resist its charms for a long time now.
And why do you no longer have it exactly?
Because your icicle friend out there charmed me into giving him the ring.
And I'm gonna take it. And he's looking at the party at this point. You all decided to turn on him or a stranger you recently met. So you chose one stranger over another.
Listen,
Instead of
I wasn't trying to kill the man, I was just trying to incapacitate him. And that ring had just done something similar to Veritas over there. We didn't know at that point that it was not directed by this man.
I feel like I tried to tell you it wasn't directed by me.
Yeah, why would you tell us anything different even if it had been directed by you, sir?
out of everything we've seen traveling together, isn't our first priority to get answers? And we have a list of things. Well, I don't know. I've been away quite some time, so I don't know how much of the list you've all accomplished. It was a heavy list of things and people that we have to talk to and things that we have to do.
Yeah,
I
that's
can only assume
long story.
killed the dragon since Bosch has that lance and you all are still standing.
Veritas ate the dragon. Wasn't tasty.
Veritas, you have got to stop eating things. Key point right now, whatever it is you ate, does not belong to you. It belongs to this man here. Each one of us at this table has our own burdens, our own problems that we would not willingly pass on any of us. No idea why your new friend out there, the new sculpture, took it upon himself to relieve this man of his burden. But it's not ours to take. And if this man over here truly wanted to use that ring, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be here in this godforsaken town, in this tavern, talking to us right now. He'd probably be somewhere, I don't know, opening a portal to another plane or opening gates to hell or something.
You could do that?
No, I can't.
Which actually, good point, Virgil, begs the question. You were trying to keep this away from those Eladrin out there. They mentioned working for Queen Titania. She is not, in any way, shape, or form, in league with the Queen of Air and Darkness. If anything, she opposes her directly. Why exactly was it those people that you were trying to keep it away from? What would they do with it if they got a hold of it?
I don't know. Fae are strange folk. All I know is that I can't let that ring fall into anyone else's hands.
Does that track?
I mean, you can roll an insight.
I was gonna say, do I believe he is holding back
God
some form of truth or not?
Yeah, roll insight.
Oh, there you
26.
Virgil, you feel like he is not holding any information back at this point. He seems like he wants to get this over with as soon as possible. he's extremely uncomfortable right now.
Told you the uncomfortability can go out the door. This conversation's going to be a while.
Sorry, it's just I haven't been this cold in a while.
Try being a prisoner and waking up to this.
I have been a prisoner to that ring.
Wait a minute. What if we throw Gazi Razi Cooley in the bathtub?
Can we make it there without it falling?
Oh, yeah.
That's actually. Oh my goodness. That might work. It reverses. We might have to try that. We'd have to be very, very careful, but if we can manage it.
Currently, Bosch and I are the only two that could manage that, and I'm in no shape right now to actually do any heavy lifting. And he's just looking around for that damn flump with the fucking drink.
Can anyone make
Lush,
me
you could
go?
pick it up, couldn't you? Tommen pipes up. Do I really have to? Does she have to?
Gently? Could you do it gently and carefully so he doesn't, break off a limb?
Kind of look.
What is-
Tommen looks from you, Eve, to Lush and back and forth, just like, huh?
Well, Hush, keep drinking. Don't worry. Before any actions are taken, you all told me not to sit in that pool for too long. Otherwise, bad things can happen, correct?
Yeah, but it wouldn't have to be too long. This just happened to him just not too long ago. It wouldn't take much time.
That's magic out there. Going against magic. It may have to take longer than you think. Then we run the risks of actually doing something to whatever his name is out there.
What other thing you could do? What else is there?
I have no idea. But you told me not to sit in the pool for too long. Otherwise,
Okay.
old wounds reopen.
That's right. Well, okay, let's go back to this. Sir, have you ever seen the ring do this to someone before?
Not in my hands.
Not in your
others.
hand, but you've seen it before.
In other people's hands.
Okay, and what happened? Was anyone able to turn them back? How? Give us some information here.
You ever heard of Mesro?
Have I?
Roll a history check.
Veritas is just happily drinking his hot cocoa.
15. It rings a bell, but like a really old bell.
Vaguely, I recall something about that name. Why? Who was that?
Then you're more learned than most.
Oh, thanks.
Mesro was a city that used to exist. Emphasis on used to.
Okay.
The ring was part of it, the reason it doesn't exist anymore.
Uh, Alright, well, while this is very concerning that a city was already leveled by this thing, that you have in your belly, Veritas, by the way.
No. I don't think you quite understand. It wasn't leveled. It just disappeared.
Disappeared.
Like, there's no rubble.
Was the entire city plane shifted?
I don't know. I've never been able to shift planes with it.
First things first, Veritas, can you please return the ring?
Crap.
Roll a charisma save. You can if you want to.
It flies off out of his mouth.
He will go to grab it if no one stops it.
Virgil's is looking at him to pick it up expectingly. Mind the white stuff. It happens sometimes.
Right. I would clean up with magic, but God, it's been so long. He kind of wipes it down and then places it back on his finger.
And I'm just staring at him intently, expecting the worst, and he's just gonna give it a few. Nothing happens. Virgil's gonna look at him and go, well, you feeling yourself?
I will in a little bit. Just gotta get readjusted.
Why do you wear it if you know the effects that it can have on people, even if it's not as strong on you? Why not just carry it?
Well, because my burden is also a curse. The ring freezes many things in a person. For most people, it'll freeze their heart and they'll become careless and callous. But for other people, it freezes their age.
How long have you worn the ring?
Oh, God. I've worn the ring for about 100 years at this point.
Oh yes, no ulterior motives to your burden at all, I'm sure.
Hey, if I was dead, I wouldn't be able to guard it. Besides, carrying it still tries to take you over anyway.
So let me get this straight. Over 100 years, wearing this ring, dodging the attentions of the Feywild from both the winter and the summer courts, and you haven't bothered to look into why the summer court is even interested in it in the first place? You're a wizard, aren't you? Aren't you supposed to value knowledge and insight into how things work?
No, not a wizard. I was, a long time ago, a bard. But unfortunately, it's been so long since I cast any magic, I kind of forgot. Because that is the other benefit of the ring. Being able to resist it, I am able to have some form of control over it. Hence, why I was able to blast that ladron out there.
Okay, but my point still stands. You really haven't looked into the reasoning why both courts are after you at all in a century?
Been busy running away from them, and not just the courts. There are other things that want this ring. Bad things.
Here we are wanting to take that away from him and put it on us. I don't think that's a wise decision.
I agree with
I
you.
know my plate is chock full right now. There are things I have to inform all of you about, and that's another conversation. Will take place relatively sooner than later. Just don't make me regret doing this, okay? He's looking at the guy.
Look, I want to be out of your hairs as soon as possible, but... well... there is one other benefit, one of the reasons why I've been able to run for so long, but I'll need to stick around for a little while to get that benefit back. The ring also doesn't like to be seen. seems to be immune from divination spells. Hence why it's so hard to find.
From all divination spells.
Yeah, and that benefit extends to the person who wears the ring.
Well, if it's a good night's rest you need, you really don't.
We 100% do.
Nope. I've
I'm not
undone
there
your
anyway.
mistake, Josh. I'm not letting this ring.
Let's say we 100% do, says the ice sculpture.
Just hear that in our head. In that echoey voice of his. It's a good night's rest you need. I have a spare cot in my room that you can take.
Thank you.
I think that concludes this conversation with this gentleman. Unless anyone has anything else to add.
You never said when you were talking about the city. I asked you if you'd ever seen anyone turn to ice like this and then restored.
I've never seen anyone restored, no.
Alright. That's it then.
Well,
Not even scratch the surface of trying to get this person back from being a block of ice. It's been, what, 20, 30 minutes? I haven't even tried looking into it. Have some faith. Alright, Eve?
I know. I'm not saying that's it for getting him back. I'm just saying that's it for whatever we can glean from this conversation to help us with that. We're gonna get them back.
Before you go off to my room, if anything comes up, with you and that ring, if it comes up missing or something, please do your best to get a hold of us. My name is Virgil Wintersbane.
Eve pipes up.
You can probably track us down through Neverwinter. We are commonly known there, I guess, as Eve the Feywild.
God. Just all that.
Alright. I'll keep it in mind. If you ever do figure out how to unfreeze your friend, tell him I'm sorry that this happened to him. But also tell him to not mess with forces he doesn't understand.
Yeah, we have a problem. We learn a little too late with that. I'm trying to get ahead of the curve now.
Alright. I'm gonna get some rest. You guys really kick ass, though.
pickle tentacle.
And it's at that moment that Jerry the Flump comes out, just like, I got the drinks!
You are so slow. I needed that like 10 minutes ago.
Sorry, it takes a while for it to drip from the raw.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Come here, give it here. And Virgil takes his pint and just chugs it.
Veritas gets up and he goes over to the kitchen and and tries to find the pickled tentacle and eyeball.
It's been 30 minutes. It takes a while to pickle a damn tentacle.
How long?
Ask me again tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, this next conversation for our group. Fortunately, we will need Bosch in here for, so I guess I should go get him.
Yeah.
Virgil will go to the Wandering Weasel's door, open it up, and look outside. Just chilling next to this damn cube.
Have you done
There-
anything, Bosch?
Is there enough snow to make a snowman?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I'll be working on that.
I'd like you to also roll a perception check.
Sure.
15. You notice Chelavi's outside.
Oh, hey, you want to help me out with making the snowman?
No, thank you, Bosch. I was just grabbing something for everyone inside. And
Okay,
she
what?
goes over and picks up a dagger off the ground with a blue gem in its hilt.
That's probably important, huh?
Very.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be out here. Leave him alone.
She's gonna slip it in her pocket, and as she walks by you, you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
God.
Nope.
You forget that ever
Tracks.
happened.
Definitely tracks. This fucking NPC definitely tracks.
But yeah, Bosch, you
Your
forget
damn
that she was out
rapier.
there and what she was doing.
Okay.
All right,
Or
Virgil,
go open the door.
You
And,
see Bosch building a snowman.
Gosh, is that really that important right now? Because I kind of need you in here.
Snowman's not important, but I mean, there's this guy. I mean, wanted to make sure it was okay.
All right, 1 second. Hey, Lush, remember about moving that giant ice cube?
Looks to Tobin. All right. And Lesh will start coming out. She still has a mug of ale in one hand. Just kind of sips from it.
You guys just be careful, I guess.
Careful. Right, got it. He lifts up Gazrakul with one hand. She...
Come on, Bosch.
0 effort required.
Come on in.
And will
We're crucially strong.
and carry Gazrakul back inside the bar.
Hey, Tom, and you got a statue now.
Doesn't really go with the feng shui of the place.
What's feng shui?
Something you'll learn when you're older.
Virgil will return to the table and walk along or stand in front of Bosch. Wait for everyone to gather around the table.
Lush will set the Gazrakula sickle next to the table.
I guess he can be here.
I mean, do you want him anywhere else?
I don't know him personally, so I could care less where you put him.
Cool. He stays right here.
Copy that. I'm not gonna mess with you, freakishly strong lady.
Goes back to barstool and sipping on ale.
Seriously, she literally lifts him up with one arm. One fucking arm.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a little weird to anyone else?
No,
This
that's
is a giant block of ice. A few 100 pounds, easily.
Veritas, see nothing wrong.
If she was gonna kick out anybody who was in here, causing trouble, you know, then she needs to be pretty strong.
You're pretty strong, but no offense, Bosch, I don't know if you can lift him with one arm.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, you could kick me out.
I'd pay to see that, I'm not even gonna lie.
How much?
Oh boy.
I'm currently broke, sorry. I forgot how good you are at your job.
But
Just
do I
enjoy
get
your
a
drinks.
cut of this.
I'm
sorry, what was that,
broke. I
Bosh?
can't put any money in it.
I was asking if I get a cut if she kicks me out for money.
If you can make me bake or sweat.
We'll talk later.
Alright.
What's going on?
Oh, the ring has been returned to whoever that was. It's his burden to deal with, not ours. We have, like I told Eve, a list of things that I don't know what is checked off and what is not. Obviously the dragon is, so that's one down. But there's one problem I haven't informed any of you about. And it's my problem. I'm not pushing it on any of you. I'm just letting you know that I too have my own agenda, probably like a lot of you do. And that agenda is to stop a cosmic event happening from entity.
Okay.
It was long ago I found this out. We just arrived to, I don't like that at all.
Ignore that. That was supposed to be whispered.
No.
Just don't worry about it.
Okay.
I
sure.
was... Okay, you wanna know what it is? I was rolling his hit die for short rest, okay?
Anyways. It was when we got to Endelver, actually, right when we started working together. I, one night walked through all sharing stories, and I walked out, and I went to local shrine, paid my tribute, then asked my patron, why me? And she informed me that I have to fight and kill an entity called Stillhavity.
Father?
I'm sorry, what?
That's my father.
Oh,
Well, this conversation just got hella awkward. Yes, if it is... Your father is a gigantic beast with mouths and eyes all over it?
what child?
Father!
Bob, that doesn't sound like the Stillhavity we've seen so far.
Wait,
Oh,
We know a lot of people who could look different than what they are.
that is true. Also, we've met him a few times.
well, let's roll that back. You've met entity, a person, whatever, claiming that's his name.
That's correct. And that identity was confirmed by someone who knows a lot about a great deal of things. So that's who we're dealing with. So I guess it makes sense that this is the task you've been assigned, considering the fact that we already seem to be tied up with this individual.
When you say tie up, you mean just met. You haven't done anything else with him. You haven't did him a favor or anything along those lines.
Eve's eyes get shifty for a second.
She's like, well, we fought him, sort of. once.
And we kind of fought things that he brought, but I mean, I tried to tackle him and he just wasn't there.
Yeah, okay, a lot has happened, Virgil, since you were taken.
He stops for a second and glances around to see if anybody is in earshot of their table.
You see Greymalkin just kind of waves at you.
Oh,
He
Who's
awkwardly
that?
waves back.
oh, right. Remember how I said there's been a lot happening? Well, some of us kind of got some favors from, members of the Winter Court.
Greymalkin sips her tea.
Oh god.
Oh god! Eve glances towards the room where Arthas went. Oh god! She glances back at Greymalk.
I'll be right back. Oh, I can't get in. Wait, you couldn't get in either. Virgil, did you just tell him to go to your room and your room is locked?
Most likely.
You hear footsteps.
Is she walking away?
No, it's Artis
Oh.
Oh god.
coming back. Hey, your door's locked.
Sorry,
Ah!
old habits.
Right. Oh. Let's all pack up and move for a moment, okay? Come on, everybody. We can hang out in my room for a bit.
Elbo's room.
Oh. Oh.
His room going to be locked too?
No, he said that all of his friends would be able to enter. That's a good idea. Yes, Mr. Artis. Yeah, let's get you set up somewhere else for now, okay?
Okay.
All right, we need to have a quick talk.
You okay? You seem on edge now.
Just come on, let's go.
Or me and you are in the same boat right now. I'm confused as long as you. So
Yeah.
we'll just walk together.
Yeah, just trust me, okay? Let's go.
Eve like grabs Arctus by the wrist and like power walks to Children's room.
You look over and you see Greymalkin just kind of looking at you, sipping her tea, and just.
Eve gives an awkward wave as she walks off.
She waves back as you walk down the hallway.
Oh god. Oh god.
There's a small
no.
smile on her face.
Oh no. Oh lord, we forgot all about her.
I imagine she was there several times.
Oh my god, I forgot
I-
where she was from.
Literally playing my character. Don't know who the bitch is.
Oh my god.
Veritas is not a smart
wasn't there.
person.
Eve
Veritas
is,
cares.
and her controller is an idiot.
It was all on Eve.
Oh god.
I cannot meta that. I'm sorry. I just can't. Can't be like, you, stranger, I don't know. Get the hell out of here.
Oh
Veritas
no.
was not like talking about the ring. He just had it in his stomach. It was just like going about his business.
Mm-hmm.
As long as we're assuming things, are we assuming that Tia is just following us?
Oh yeah.
Tia's actually been hanging out with you.
Okay. So did she help me build a snowman? That's the real important question.
She did, but funny enough, there was a moment when she had to go run off and grab a carrot.
Grab a carrot.
Yeah, for the nose.
His nose, right?
Do you wanna build
I
a
was like,
snowman?
is she a dragon? Did she become a rabbit folk all of a sudden?
Well, apparently
I
they,
feel like Hilda's room.
apparently she doesn't breathe fire. So
I don't know, I just feel the sudden urge to do arithmetic now. I don't know, it's weird.
Are we? Well, we're not gonna be able to get into Chilbo's room with him. He's
We
not.
just need to
Chilbo's
Veritas
friend.
opens the door.
Yeah, there we go.
The door is open. And inside you see Chilbo's room. Let's see, if I recall correctly, it was a fairly simple room, but it had had equipment suitable for an artificer.
It's a laboratory.
More or
Does
less.
Veritas see a vessel that can contain a any form of platinum?
I mean, there are various jars and beakers.
Oh.
I wouldn't eat any of this if I were you.
Veritas won't eat. Veritas will send help.
What?
We need
Help.
more help. Veritas will send more help.
Is he okay?
I don't know. I really don't. Again,
It's hard to
same
tell
boat.
sometimes.
He did
I'm just
eat the ring.
regrouped. I'm just regathering. And they just got me back, broke me out of a prison. I'm confused just like you, okay? Sit down, lay down, do whatever you need to do. It's probably best that you stick with us, and he kind of questioningly says that and looks at Eve, like
Eve,
an eyebrow raised, like, is that true?
Eve like closed the door by leaning back against it and is like leaning against it with like a panicked expression.
Ah, okay. God, I'm so sorry. Oh, this is bad. Hmm. Uh, uh, okay, so you remember when I said, that we've gotten some favors from the Fae?
You said something about favors in a court, yes?
Yeah, sir? You, you're gonna wanna be real careful. Did you see that woman back there in the bar?
Yeah, I don't know. She really seemed to like that tea, the way she was smiling.
Well, don't flip out. Um, she's in the winter court.
Give me 1 sec. And he kind of like scratches his ear, like kind of like rubbing it, kind of like, and then bops it a little bit. Could you say that one more time? I didn't quite hear you. It sounded like you said that she was part of the Winter Court.
Yeah, she is.
And you knew that.
And you just...
I forgot she was here. I lost the
I apologize.
Veritas just wanted food.
Sure, if I knew that, wouldn't have had that fucking conversation out in the open.
Shite!
Okay, so now we have to get him out of here.
We gotta go
And
pack
What did
ditch
they
her.
tell Grey Malkin?
Okay, here's the plus side. I don't think they can touch you when you're in here.
Can't
But,
stay here forever.
yeah, and leaving might be an issue.
You see Veritas as he is playing around with one of the vials or beakers in Shilba's room.
What are we gonna do about this?
Clink, clink.
Clink.
Don't eat anything, Veritas. It might actually hurt you. Okay, so, plan. Tim, you need a night's rest, correct? Do whatever you need to do.
Yeah, to kind
Uh,
of reattune
Don't care
to.
what it is. Whatever you need a night's rest. Then we all sleep in one room tonight and take shifts watching. The door locked. Barricade it if need be. Do whatever. For him to get what he needs done. That way in the morning, escort him together out of the Wandering Weasel to a distance where you deem fit to do whatever it is you need to do and get him the hell out of here. And if need be, I don't know how strong she is. Probably pretty damn strong. But I don't see us doing that without maybe an altercation or someone really catching her eye besides him.
Okay, there's one thing. She still technically owes us one favor, yes?
Keep saying these favors. What favors are we talking about? Like, take my shift on guard duty, or
Virgil, have you ever heard of favors granted by the Fae, of deals, bargains with the Fae?
No, not really.
Okay, well, basically, any power to do that they didn't specifically say in their terms that they wouldn't, they will do. But she did say in her terms that she would not do anything that went against the orders or wishes of her queen. I don't remember what the actual word she used was there. That's probably very important.
But he's running away from the queen, correct?
Pardon?
He's running away from her queen.
No?
You're not being chased by like everybody.
I mean, I'm being chased by a lot of things. I don't really keep track of what exactly.
Yes.
The summer court's just, the most flashiest of them. Most of the other
Have you
things
had
kind of-
run-ins with the winter one, I guess?
Well, it's kind of hard to tell, isn't it? They're like all about shadows and stuff, but they're not the only ones.
Did the shadow ever come after you? I don't know how more simpler I can get this question.
I mean, maybe?
Hey, then we're just gonna chalk that up to a yes.
Is there a place for like a open flame or like a stovetop or something that's in Chilbu's room?
One more time?
Is there like a flame or like an open flame or something that's in like Chilbu's like working station? Is like artificer table?
There's a Bunsen burner.
He turns it on.
Oh.
He puts the vial on it, and he dumps a bunch of platinum coins in there.
All right. To be clear, you picked up a glass vial, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
No.
we'll get to that later.
We're gonna get kicked out. Yep. Someone's gonna kick us out.
Someone needs to babysit him.
You were just
I don't know
letting
how to
me
use
play
that
with
stuff.
fire over there. We're a little occupied.
Okay, so I vote. Go to my room. It's very basic. Cots, table, chair, a fire pit. Nothing fancy. You can barricade said door with the tables and chairs. Keep an eye on it. It's one way in, one way out. You can get a somewhat of a rest on a cot. Someone else can while we take shifts doing this watch.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'd offer my room, but it's a little bit crowded. Probably not good for a big group.
My room is empty.
I imagine it's a library of some type.
Listen, I wouldn't call it a library, but
How many books you have in your room?
listen,
That's exactly what I thought.
I don't have a problem. Anyway,
Really? Because when we first met, you were going crazy. We would damage a book or mess with yours.
well, I have to return these in one piece to my father's store when I get back.
That's if we live that long.
Hey, no. Let's not talk like that. Okay,
Well,
but anyway,
we had an open conversation about this man and his ring that wants to devour the world, do whatever it wants to do. The
I
open with someone there. If I knew that, I wouldn't have had that conversation in the open bar.
I'm sorry. Okay, this is I really hate recommending things like this, but here's the thing. Grey Malkin alone is a problem, but not an insurmountable one, based on what we've seen from her so far. She's actually fought on our side a couple of times.
She was with us in the escape plan for you, Virgil.
Yeah, that's what we use one of
I
our
remember seeing a few people on that bridge, okay? Right
Uh,
now, let's all regather. Go down the hall to my room. You start sleeping because you need it as soon as possible. Hell, if need be, I could hurt you a few bit and put your ass to sleep.
That won't be necessary.
But
Go ahead.
the thing I was getting at is, Grey Malkin herself is not a problem, but if Grey Malkin contacts the Winter Court and gets this information to them, that's a big problem. So, if we're gonna deal with this,
We can't deal with it now. We can't. The only thing I can think of dealing with it is we all leave in the middle of the street where apparently you all have fought multiple times. Which I'm surprised whatever city guard is here hasn't been alerted or came over and investigated it at all yet. Terrible guardsmanship. Then we fight the moment we walk outside. I don't think we have a shot. I have no weapon.
He points towards Veritas.
Not going to use. I've had this conversation with him. He is now standing on his own two legs. He's not a weapon anymore.
I got a couple spares if you want to borrow one.
Does
You see a
when he says
you see a new spare in Bosch's hands, actually.
As I look over to Veritas, is he just like staring at a glass beaker with platinum on fire?
maybe
Maybe indeed.
Now he's doing that. What are you doing? Veritas,
I'm trying to send help.
how is putting metal in a glass container gonna send help? And fire. Confused.
Veritas needs a platinum vial and needs to put a pickle tentacle and an eyeball in the vial. Then Veritas can send help.
That's not how you melt metal.
How?
Glass is just gonna shatter after metal inside gets hot enough, or the beaker gets hot enough. It's a bad idea. Turn the flame off, gather your coins when they cool down. You need a forge.
Forge?
A blacksmith?
Ah!
Yeah, and if you're wanting to melt platinum, you're gonna probably need some flux.
turns off the heater.
Again, this is Chillboo's room. I'm not gonna fuck with anything here 'cause I barely know some of it. I don't think anyone else should either. I don't know what these vials contain, or what are in these boxes, or these powders, or anything. Assuming he has some forms of acidic components, being alchemist of some type. I just wouldn't touch anything. If you need it that bad, we'll commission it for you, okay? We'll figure this out. Help is a ways away.
Veritas will send help.
Veritas grabs the beaker with the platinum in it.
With his hand?
Yeah.
Fuck.
God damn it.
All right. You take 6 fire damage.
Ow!
Told you to wait for them to cool. Okay.
Buddy.
Have a hot meal. Eat them again. Y'all need to go to my room. Or Bosch, you're pretty big. How big's your room?
Veritas room big.
I feel like
he-
Veritas' room's empty.
yeah, there's nothing.
Veritas room big and empty.
Needs at least a cot or bed of some type.
You don't like floor?
Trying to be a decent host. It's been a while since I've actually on a guard mission, so trying to get back into the swing of it with you all. The problem is, I won't lie, I'm pretty out of my depths with connections you've made and are traveling with.
Yeah. We need to clear some of that up as well. Anyway, new room first. Oh,
I don't know who that was.
That's Colin.
It just says you're muted, man.
I disconnected for a couple minutes. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
Gotcha.
Veritas going to grab more stuff from bar.
Okay, Steve, here's my key. You're all welcome to enter my room. I'm going to go with Veritas. I'm pretty sure whatever you're gonna grab at the bar is not ready.
actually, there's something I need to do in there as
Fuck's
well.
sakes. Hey, you escort Veritas. I'll. And
Okay.
Bosch, do you have anything?
Veritas going.
But
Veritas.
Okay, me and Bosch are on guard duty.
He
okay.
gives it back and runs off.
Me and Bosch go to my room with Dude escorting him and back to my room.
All right.
I kind of figure if somebody has to fight Greymalk, and she probably already hates me, so might as well be me.
Why do people hate you, Bosch? I don't really see it.
Hard to
You're
tell.
you're pretty joyful. It's kind of scary when we get into a fight, but other than that,
Yeah. I think that might be it.
don't get into a fight with you. I've learned that real quick.
Yeah.
Once we get to my room, I will lock my door. Point him to the unused cot and go, "That's your bed. Go ahead, start sleeping."
Oh, that's way better than snow.
And start a fire in the little hearth in the center of the room to kind of warm up the room. And wait for even Veritas to return. Maybe.
You want to check out this sword? It was kind of where Shobu was. And I never saw him use something like this.
He's used it many times.
He has actually used it many times, but he uses it more like a wand, Bosch.
Ah.
That's where the lightning comes from.
Bilbo using sword. I've seen that since he impersonated a goblin. Yeah. Here, let me see it.
I present sword.
It is a short sword.
Okay.
It has it's forked. Well, I say forked. It's imagine a regular short sword, but the blade is split down the middle, effectively making two blades. And every once in a while you can
Like a
kind of
tuning
see,
fork.
kind of, yeah. And every once in a while you can see like little arcs of electricity kind of flashing between the two.
Okay. Yeah, this is kind of Chobu style. Surprised you
Yeah.
didn't sell it for money.
I don't know.
And,
But I already got kind of both hands occupied, so other
yeah, no,
weapons aren't really.
I saw what you did with Lance. That was terrifying. I'm not even gonna lie. You would take out squadron of Neverwinter guards easily. Like, like, do you like using the lance?
I mean, it's a good weapon. Um, certainly packs a punch.
I don't want it at all, but I just remember you with your great axe, turning
Yeah.
things into plush.
I mean, that's a good one too. I mean, with the lance, I can kind of reach further. Let's,
I know. If it
let
wasn't for
me.
you, I'd be dead.
Well, I mean, you can do the same for me.
Doubt that you're mistaken for someone's brother and imprisoned. But yes, I would try to help you as best as I could.
I mean,
You
pretty sure
know,
that's not going to happen, but good to know.
if it wasn't for your crazy abilities and that weapon, you would have killed me. Did you
Well,
get so fast?
I don't know. I guess a few days ago, seems like.
You've been always able to teleport? You were
Mm,
ways away, and then out of nowhere, you popped behind that guy and ran him through like a meat on a stick.
I could have sworn you've seen me do that, but yeah, I haven't always been able to do that, but for a little while. It's like a couple weeks.
I remember a giant light coming out of your chest, or you
Yeah.
making a thump for some reason.
Hmm. Yeah, just kind of weird stuff happens.
So, happy to be back, and I'm happy that you all survived the dragon. I just wish I was there to help you.
Um, I mean, we made it through, and well, we got some weird stuff to deal with now. So good to have you with us.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm up to par with everything you guys have opened the door graciously for me to walk into.
I mean, give
You
yourself a
all had.
chance. We haven't had a chance to do much. I mean, you haven't had a chance to do much real recently. I'm sure you can do some great stuff.
As that is the fact that apparently you have all met the person I'm supposed to stop and kill, and this gentleman gesturing over the guy on the cot, and his deal with the Fae, traveling with someone from the Fae, owes you a favor. It's just a lot to take in on such a
Yeah.
short notice.
But I guess to catch you up too. I mean that Grey Malkin, she apparently isn't. Feels like she's not allowed to talk to me. And yeah, she and the other lady she worked for don't seem to like me very much. But it's not quite as bad as those guys that just kind of attacked on sight. And but yeah, she said for sure, you know, with that whole thing with um, drawing cards for favors, she said I couldn't do that.
Wait, you all drew cards for favors?
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, Chilbu and Veritas. Yeah, she had. She might still have it now. Magic deck of cards.
So, people in the party drew cards for favors. It wasn't just like favor for favor. You actually had to do something to earn this favor, which is a little strange.
Yeah, I don't know 100% how it works, but she was happy enough to grant a favor for choosing one of these cards. And weird stuff happened. I think Chilbu disappeared for a while, and that's when he found you. Um, he was some good stuff. Chilbu got some money. I don't really understand why she was so eager to have us pull cards.
Have I heard of anything like that ever?
Roll Arcana.
Shit, fuck.
It's a magic item. Of course it's Arcana.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with the 7. I'm not that desperate to know what the fuck it is.
Man. That sounds really easy.
You know who did seem to react real strongly is Eve. Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe she knows better than I do.
I don't know, something about me being back and the conversations we've had in this short time. Seems panicked. Concerned.
We've been doing a lot of crazy stuff.
I really hope it wasn't on my behalf. Won't risk. Even though you all did, but don't sign, metaphorically speaking, devil's contract. Just to save a friend. I mean, we all signed Chilbu's, but was somewhat forthcoming with what his contract entailed. Hope none of you
I mean,
did anything foolish to try and save me.
you know, we've done a lot of stupid stuff. We were definitely. I mean, we made a deal with Teskel. Come in there and try and save you.
Fuck, where's
Deal
she
wasn't.
at?
I don't know. She left.
And Virgil screams at the top of his lungs. Fuck!
So, even Veritas,
You
how are
just
you
ask
doing?
him to go to sleep. Sorry.
That's the spell sleep.
Veritas goes over to Jerry. Can you get us some stuff for the room? The more of those hot chocolates, and maybe something a bit harder for Virgil.
Oh, okay.
And then Veritas goes over to the the ice cube that is
You go
Rob.
over to the ice cube and you see that Grey Malkin is sitting in front of it.
Hello.
Shuffling cards.
Eve's there too, right?
Yeah, you're there too.
Oh god. Oh, shite.
Hello, Veritas.
Hi, Grey Malkin.
I was just offering your friend here some card pulls. But he seems adamant that he doesn't want anything to do with Faye.
Veritas will mind link with the ice cube.
You get nothing.
And then goes back to Grey Malkin. You can talk to Cooley?
part of my job allows me to connect with those not here. To offer them deals, to get them out of situations that they might not be otherwise unable to. He's currently on the ethereal plane right now.
Yeah, I can't talk with him.
He just kind of is hanging behind Veritas, just staring at Grey Malkin warily.
So how you doing?
I'm doing alright.
That's great to hear.
I do wonder if anyone else wants any favors.
I'm guessing Eve is looking very tense.
Yep.
Veritas goes, I'm good. I got what I wanted.
Alright.
You still owe us one more, correct?
Correct. Do you wish to use it?
Not right this moment, but we may come calling quite soon for it.
Alright. Just remember, I cannot disobey my lady. Not even for a favor.
I know. Wouldn't dream of putting you in an uncomfortable position.
Of course not.
All right. Bye, Grey Malkin. Bye, Cooley. Veritas goes back to the room.
I'll be along in a moment. Have a nice evening, ma'am.
And you too. Do give my best regards to Mr. Simber, though.
He a friend of yours?
Not of me.
Yep, I'll just do that.
Eve awkwardly sidles out the front door.
Alright. You are now in the wind and snow.
She immediately curses and starts shivering.
Oh, God. Ugh.
And will begin searching for the dagger that she made a mental note of where it landed.
Uh-huh. You go over to where you made a mental note of it landing. And it's not there.
God damn it. Making me waste my energy.
Eve will cast Locate Object.
Alright. It's on your head.
Oh. Eve looks down in confusion.
You see the rapier that you've been wielding for a while now.
But no dagger.
But no dagger. But it's definitely coming from the rapier.
Do I want to do this here alone? Yeah, she doesn't know better at this point. She should, but...
Hey, Jellyby.
Yes?
You've been awful quiet lately. Everything okay?
Everything's fine. I've just been thinking.
What about?
About some of the events that have happened over the past couple of days.
Yeah, it's been a lot, hasn't it?
It has, hasn't it?
So, I'm sure you saw me toss that thing earlier. That was kind of you to grab it for me. You've got it, right?
There's a pause. I do.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate that. Considering the situation, wasn't too comfortable with letting him have that. But tomorrow he's probably gonna need it. So, like, you can hold on to it for tonight, but for tomorrow morning, might want to return that. Otherwise, that guy won't stand a ghost of a chance out there.
Right. Miss Harkat,
Yes, Jellyfy?
what does family mean to you?
Huh, that's a complicated question.
I am discovering that.
To me personally, well, family means comfort and familiarity and the people I respect more than anything in the world. And I miss them every day. Even though I set out knowing that my path wouldn't really bring me back to them very often.
And if that family was in danger, what would you do?
Well, my family, they can take care of themselves okay. If they ever need to rely on me to protect them, man, everything's in bad shape at that point.
But you'd do anything to protect them, wouldn't you?
If I had to, if they weren't capable of protecting themselves, I'd give everything I have in a heartbeat.
Okay. Thank you for your perspective. We should go inside. You're beginning to catch a cold.
I sure am. It's goddamn terrible out here. Can't even stand chilly breezes in the summertime. Jeez. But, yeah. Let me know anytime you want to talk about anything, okay?
Okay.
Good. Eve will shuffle in.
Alright. Welcome to the... Oh. Hello, Miss Eve.
Hi, Tommen. How can you maintain such energy in such a terrible cold place?
Oh, I've been in way worse places than this.
Worse?
Yes.
Colder?
How cold is nothing?
Eve's ears perk up. She just kind of walks over to the bar and sits on the stool and puts her elbows on the counter.
Nothing, huh?
Well, I think it was nothing. It might have been... It was either nothing or it was void. One of the two.
Huh. And what was that like?
Not really sure. My memory's a bit fuzzy about that one.
Of course it is.
Eve pops off the stool. Glances back. Grey Malkin's still hanging out.
Yep.
Gives her an awkward salute before shuffling back off down the hall.
All right. You shuffle off back down the hall.
She will knock on Virgil's door.
Veritas, you've already arrived with drinks and such.
Food is here. Oh, Miss Eve, you look really cold. Here, drink this.
Hands you a hot chocolate.
Oh, thank you. God, I hate this place.
Gulps it down.
Oh, God. Come on.
All right.
Everything okay outside? I mean, aside from being real cold.
It's eternal winter. It's terrible. Aside from that, everything's fine.
Is the guy sleeping?
Yes. Like a log.
Oh, quick. Probably keep our voices down.
It's fine. I screamed earlier. He's still passed out.
You screamed? Are you alright?
Who told me Haskell fucking left?
Oh, that. He will dig the
He left a
note
letter.
out of her pocket and show it to him with a very irritated expression.
You see the letter.
Intensively takes the letter to read it. She's not wrong. Probably was in her best interest to leave. Told her, I'll kill her, she'll kill me.
I mean, okay, but in this particular situation, having her on our side kind of would have been a little bit helpful, don't you think?
Veritas don't like her.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, she seems like a terrible person, but
Oh, she's a right bitch.
a useful bitch at least.
I couldn't even go that far to say that about her. Or she honestly thought I was being pampered, had a fluffy bed, and was having the time of my life. Until what I could only guess, Chilbu told her what really was going on. She just had to come see it for herself. And then that's when she started plotting this grand escape of mine. But she obviously forgot to mention that her mother could have watched at any moment.
Yeah, that was really bad, but as much as I hate to say this, in her defense, she didn't have to do that. She didn't have to make sure to help us break you out. She didn't have
She
to fight
didn't.
at our side.
Well, she did it because she needs all the help she can get to kill her mommy and daddy. That's our deal.
Fair enough.
Maybe her leaving is good for us, at least for now. She can go deal with that problem. If she doesn't make it, I mean, we still have the same problem, and maybe we'll just take care of it.
That would be the only time I would voluntarily assist her. Would be killing her family. But she wants to take the throne herself. Now, none of you were in the bar at the time. It was after my reminiscence of what it was like to be a prisoner there. And she followed. And then she caught her eye. 2 little girl that we helped.
Shite, I was really hoping she wouldn't cross paths with her in here.
Now there is one thing I wish she did stay just for 1 second to ask. I wanted to ask her why she reacted the way she did. Instead of grabbing the hilt of her weapon, she grabbed the blade of it. Right above the hilt.
That wasn't her grabbing it. That was Lush.
Oh, what? I thought you said she grabbed it. Okay.
Oh.
I did not know Lush was that badass. I know she's badass, but damn. She's like all-knowing now. She's a god.
Let's just get Lush to kill her.
No shit, right?
Many have tried
I
to
want to
weaponize
know.
Lush.
I want to know why she hates sorcerers. Why do they have to all die?
That's... I mean, I can tell you a bit about that. Because it's not a unique thing to her. That seems to be the mentality of the Oran clergy. Right? Am I remembering this right?
The sorcerer thing is actually more specific to that of Silver Rock. The Oran clergy is against extraplanar beings.
Oh. Never mind.
But they are. Silver Rock is a part of that.
There seems to be a lot of anti-extraplanar influence and, things of that sort. Beliefs of that sort in that area. So perhaps it stems from that and just evolved in some ways to expand into more areas than just extraplanar.
They use sorcerers and sorceresses down there like cattle. They either kill them, feed on them, or worse, honestly. From the screams I've heard.
Sounds kind of like how they use the Mogs, too.
Yeah.
They certainly prize them, but they don't respect them.
Veritas hisses.
Yeah, I'll say, buddy.
I'm being honest, I want to wipe Silver Rock off the face of this continent. Things they do there, no one in charge have better intentions.
I definitely understand where you're coming from on that one, but I don't know, when we talked to Solly about it, and mentioned, wow, this place seems terrible, she didn't seem entirely against it. Said there were good parts about it, too.
But they get rid of one bad sorcerer every now and then. Or the tens or hundreds of innocent ones that just want to make a normal living. I mean, they're literally all monsters. Speaking from experience.
You see Veritas begin to wiggle and his form starts to jellify.
You're not gonna throw up again, are you?
And you see that he turns into a full-on blob.
Getting tired, buddy?
Oh, that's nasty.
Have you never seen him like that before?
I received him as a plain sword. He turned into a sword I've wanted to use, and then he turned into multiple other weapons. I saw him on 2 legs at the bridge. And now this. Oh.
You see him glowing with a iridescent purple.
You okay, Veritas?
I'm fine.
You really don't look fine at all.
That's just
Just
how he's
need
most
some
comfortable.
rest.
Alright,
Hey.
you...
And he's laying on your floor.
Just don't roll. I don't know if you can... I don't know how... Just don't go into the fire. That's all I'm saying. Don't go into the fire. Right, so... Point of order. So tonight we all watch door and our friend over there sleeping. Anything happens, scream, wake all of us up. No matter what. Get him to safety.
Do you want a mental scream or physical?
Probably physical, since everyone can hear it.
Okay.
And this is a not a real big room. So we can all just wake up together. We have to get him to safety. That has to be our main priority. And then once we do, if we can, return for your popsicle friend.
Coolly.
I'm sorry, I've never met the man or whatever he is.
Right. Wanted to inform you about that as well. Okay, so this is complicated. So we just met him fairly recently. He, I don't know how to say this, I'm just gonna come out and say it. He's in the Centauran.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh god!
None of you incited him.
God damn it!
And that is where we're gonna leave the session.